Hey, well, I'm going with you, lot. You lost in the title, yeah? Obviously. We got Bill Burr, one of the comedic goats, comedy and personal finance. This is my favorite place in the world.
I think I found my happy place.
Comedy, personal finance. Let's get into it.
Like a boss.
Hey yo, pull up in that Bentley, bumpin' Benjamin stuntin'. Money old, but I'm young, my pockets don't Benjamin button. 20s, 50s, and 100s, you a George Washington baller. You go nuts at the mall, I must go George Washington Carver. I said, your girl give a lot of brain. It's ironic that I call her dumb. She looked at my...
I was watching one of those 30 for 30s. And they did this whole thing on athletes going broke. It was really bad. There's a ton of people who've gone broke. Most of them didn't want to do the documentary. Like, why would you? You know what I mean? Hey, you want to talk about how you completely fucking blew it? No, I don't. And I resent the fact that at the end of your documentary, you're going to be running a list with my name on it. That's what they had at the end of it. But I was watching it, and I felt bad for people. But after a while, it was just the same fucking story over and over again.
First of all, I will give these people credit, though. It takes a lot. Right? It takes a lot to be vulnerable with money, right? We talk about money so much, but your personal, like, monthly income or yearly income can be kind of taboo in a lot of situations, right? That's why you see all those videos about YouTubers showing how much money they make in a month, or how much money they made for 1 million views or a few 100,000 views. Those videos get traffic, they get a lot of attention because people aren't really transparent with this shit, right? That's what I'm saying. If you want to start a YouTube channel, literally just talk about how much money you make as given your occupation, how much money I make as a mailman, or how I got into this industry, right? And just talk about your experience and the pitfalls and drawbacks, right? This is another way for you to like make money online without having to officially start a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube is a business in a way, but like this is one of the more lower barrier ways for you to start like monetizing outside of your 9-to-5 job. But yeah, shout out to all the athletes that talk about their personal finance, the good and the bad.
And then I went on a splurge.
The first thing I bought for myself was a Cadillac Escalade. I wanted earrings that, were $30,000.
I always wanted a Porsche.
And it's, as much as I want to say that if I was 21 years old and you gave me $1 million, that I would probably fuck it up too, I just don't think I would. You know? All these guys, I got a check for $55,000 and I saw a Hummer. I had to get it. Talked the guy down to $49,000. And it's like, if you just got a check for 55 fucking grand, after paying all the people in your life, your agent, whoever else you got, whoever else is taking it, your lawyer, whoever else takes a chunk out of that check, whatever's left out of that. Taxes,
income tax, property tax. If you are smart, you actually buy a house. You always buy a car. Like, literally, you could probably use an Uber or Lyft yourself anywhere you want and still probably end up paying less than the total depreciation or even the opportunity cost of buying that car. But just if a car was made in 2020, buy it in 2018. At that point, most of the depreciation is gone, and you can actually enjoy it. It's still fairly new, right? The best time to own a car is between the 2nd and 8th year of when it's been produced. But you also always want to be buying assets. Like, literally, let's say you are you're into fashion, right? And you'll always like buying new clothes. Although I don't see the point of buying new clothes. But the best way for you to monetize it is literally every new haul, every new like shopping budget or shopping you bought on a budget. Every time you shop, literally make a YouTube video and just do like a lookbook or some shit like that, right? But another way to not have the clothes just go to waste and just take up space in your closet, right? If you're into fashion, sure, go ahead, do your fashion, like your kicks or whatever you do that you like a lot. Then make a YouTube video about it and then talk about why you like it, why you bought it, and how you style the fits together. You know what I'm saying? But like, just buying something outright without thinking of ways to monetize it or to turn it into an asset is a no-go zone. No-go zone.
Don't go to that.
Okay, go on, get your phone.
Are you fucking blind? You can't see me.
I crashed.
You crashed? How are you coming fast? Why you fucking coming fast? What is this fucking car? Why you coming fast? I just hit, you hit me, and I just hit the car with my hat. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you understand?
That the government's going to come in and take a 40% whack. If you get a check for 55 grand, I mean, what do you got left? 20 grand? And you just went out and bought a $50,000 Hummer. I don't know. But anyways, the point I wanted to make was at the end of it, after showing all these people going through this hell, they have this guy there who's supposed to be evidently some sort of financial advisor. And in the end, they were talking about LeBron James going, he has a potential to be, other than Tiger Woods, pre-divorce, a billionaire athlete.
Look at LeBron, who has the opportunity to be a billionaire athlete. How exciting is that?
And they like, how exciting is that? And they go, what would your advice be to LeBron James on how to hang on to his $1 billion? And the guy goes, don't blow it. Keep it simple. Count your money. That's what he said.
Don't blow it. Keep it simple. Count your money.
It might have been the dumbest thing I ever heard, and I had no sympathy for anybody in the fucking documentary. It's just like, why is this guy on this document? Who the fuck is that guy? That's a guy who manages money. Hey, I got $1 billion. How do I hold on to this? Where should I invest it? What do I do? What advice do you got for me? Oh, it's simple. Don't blow it. Keep it simple. Count your money.
Okay. Hey, Owolabby. I make $10,000 per month. How should I manage my money? Well, listen. Don't blow it. Keep it simple. Count your money. What? Okay. Don't blow it. Keep it simple. Count your money. I feel like it's kind of too generic. There's some nuance to it. Okay, first of all, what you want to do is set aside the money for taxes, which probably be maybe 30,000. I mean, 3,000 of that is probably going towards taxes, especially if you're not self-employed. So put that right away, especially if you're self-employed, right? Because a lot of these athletes are technically self-employed. So government doesn't take out taxes, or your employer doesn't take out taxes initially. This is all income you're getting pre-tax. Yeah. So 3,000 put to the side. Okay. Another 2,000, at least 2,000 or 3,000 put into your savings accounts. Now you're left with 4,000. Now that you can pay your rent or your mortgage, and then okay, what else you have? Now you have utilities, maybe another 200, perhaps, maybe. Now you're left with.
I'm still me, I stay automatic. Money add then multiply, I call it mathematics.
Still have another 3,000 to go, right? So for the most part, you know, if you're making 10,000 per month, this is on like a more normal scale, like for the everyday person I can relate with. You have enough money to like branch out, right? So first of all, what you want to do is cut your expenses, right? What am I spending too much on? Can I cut off Netflix and maybe Disney Plus and maybe torrent it on Reddit or some other sites? Let me watch this.net or some shit like that. NBA streams. And then once you cut down your expenses to a decent amount, then you can be looking for other ways to monetize or other ways to make money, right? Kijiji, Craigslist. People always asking for help on how to maybe want help cleaning their garage or their backyard or some shit. People always posting stuff on there. Obviously, it can be sketchy sometimes, but for the most part, once you do some background research on them, this is some good spots to make some money. Like I've in the past, like on Kijiji, someone needed help clearing the snow in their backyard. I think it was, yeah, to get to the shed, and I got like I think $50 for 30 minutes of work, right? So like, yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot. I'm out of here. Fucking ridiculous. It was basically, it was an hour and a half of listening to morons telling you what the fuck they bought with all their money. And I don't know. I felt bad, but there was another part. There was just one guy that I really felt bad for because it was the hurt that he had. You know, like Andre Rison was on the thing, and he's sitting there in a suit with sunglasses on. Mirrored sunglasses doing the interview. And just right there, it's like, yeah, dude, I'd give you another $1 million if I had it, if I gave it to you. You'd fuck that up. Why? Because you're sitting here in a shiny suit with fucking sunglasses on. Looking like Michael Jackson at the award show, right? So anyways, the one guy who actually really bothered me was, if you ever watch it, it's 30 for 30 broke. There's a guy who's sitting there, and he's just ever so slightly leaned to one side, and just the pain in his voice. He's just sitting there going, I made $75 million in my career, and had me a Mercedes, got a Hummer, got me a boat. And he's just sitting there looking down on his knee, like playing with his pant leg. I had a jet ski, and
I bought myself a yacht, a mansion, and a couple of cars. That ain't even $1 million. That's $7 million. I pretty much gave it away.
And I had to look away. It was fucking brutal. But the rest of it was just a bunch of knuckleheads. You know, I felt bad for Bernie Kosar, too, because Bernie Kosar, I don't know. It seemed like his dad took his money. I don't know what the fuck it was.
I knew with my signing bonus, he was paying off his mortgages and paying off the house and the cars and things of that nature. But as I came to find out a little bit later, the Cleveland Browns also cut a contract for my father, who got $1 million. It's a great, all the 30 for 30s are awesome. This one is awesome, but they just should have had a couple of, you know something, that's not true, because they had like 4 or 5 guys. There was only 2 people who really came off like morons, but they were just they were such morons that I felt it tainted the whole thing. Ugh, that might have been the dumbest thing I ever heard. What is your advice?
Don't blow it. Keep it simple. Count your money.
All right, I'm sorry. Was that even?
Don't blow it. Keep it simple. Count your money. I feel like by the count your money part, it means like actually budget your expenses, your monthly, weekly expenses, bi-weekly expenses, right? You know, I feel like for the most part, once you do set aside money towards your savings account, you can just, I'm not saying intuitively you can do the rest, but you already living below your means, and then whatever other money comes out, obviously you still budget, but once you, let's say you're making, let's say bi-weekly, every 2 weeks you get $2,000, right? Put like 30% of that directly into your savings account, and now maybe you're left with, I don't know, 1,500 or 1,300 or some shit like that, right? So already you're living below your means. Now you can deal with all your major expenses and then work with the rest of your fun spending. But like always, assets, liabilities. What is this? Is this helping me make more money? Is it helping me save money, or is this losing me money? Right? Always, once you have that type of mindset, and you ask yourself, how quickly can I make this money back? Right? That will filter out proper buying decisions. If you buy a lot of sneakers, literally start making YouTube videos about your sneaker collection. Why are the sneakers better than the other sneaker, or whatever it is? There are whole niches around. There's a whole channels around sneakers. There's whole channels around fashion, luxury, style, whatever it is, right? There's an audience out there for a need that you can fulfill.
Remotely fucking interesting. I love watching those 30 for 30s. I got to watch the Bo Jackson one. There was just something about that, like, you know, for as much as they showed the amount of people that went broke, there's been so many more people in the league that didn't go broke. So really, weren't you just showing a select group of morons, you know, who were going out and buying a Corvette and sticking a fucking hot tub in the back of it? You know, living week to week on paychecks. I mean, I just don't think that most people are doing that. I would really think that if I was barely on the team, I would be saving every dime. I know I would. I've done that in this business. I've never fucking, you know it's coming.
If you're in any sort of entertainment, you know it's coming. And the day it's coming is the day you think that you're good and that you made it. That's when somebody comes in with the hood on and the sickle and they just fucking chop you in half and then that's it.
My daughter's coming today, Nikita.
Oh, man, today is going to be such a good day for you. Your daughter's going to be so proud of you. Now this is what they call a change of plan. Fatigue time! Fatigue time! Son of a bitch. Motherfucker think you can blow up my brother? Don't forget your smokes.
And you're that guy on TV fucking leaning to, maybe that's why that guy was leaning to one side. They had to twist his torso back onto some fake legs as he sat there going like, I got me a cabin, bought a mountain. You know, you'd think that if you had $75 million that you couldn't have it. You know, that shit goes. And when it goes, there's nobody around. Anyways, I got to watch it a few more times. I feel like there's some sort of comedy in there. I just don't know if I got to it today. Anyways, I've been drinking like a fucking madman lately. I really have to stop.
Should Michael Vick have gone bankrupt?
Heck no. Are you kidding me? No.
Sometimes the best way to spend money is to know how not to spend money. Don't let that go over your head. Sometimes the best way to spend money is to know how not to spend it. Obviously, I feel like another one that a lot of them struggle with is definitely marriage. Marriage and child support. Stay strapped up. Make sure she's on birth control for the most part. And number two, if there's a big income discrepancy between the man and the woman or the woman and the man, prenup. Okay, anything that I made prior to our marriage is mine. But anything that I made together with you, we'll work on it. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't have children, and if they actually have a prenup in the marriage that is valid, for the most part they'll keep most of their wealth. But like, let's say you have like 3 different kids by 2 different women, you know, and then let's say you're not making the same amount of money as you were before. Even if you did, like, let's say manage your wealth, and you were saving it and you were putting it into profitable places like assets type of things, that's still expenses on a monthly basis that's coming out. I think even Blake Griffin had to give this woman like $30,000 per month in like child support for because she has his kid. You know, it's not just about like the money that it takes to take care of the kid, right? But also the lifestyle that the kid should be living if he was living with you, right? That's what they also take into account. So it's not just, you know, but yeah. Save your chicken, save your bread, stack and act broke. That's the motto. Stack and act broke. Get your bread and all the crumbs too. If you have too much stuff in your house, start selling this shit. Selling it on Kijiji, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, however you can finesse it, sell your shit. Straight up. God bless, much love, peace, and joy. Namaste. Always remember, it doesn't feed you, don't water it. If you struggle with some type of addiction, you find yourself spending too much money on the ganja or the alcohol, the links in the description for relevant resources. Watch some of my past marijuana videos right here. Or if you want to know how to rent with bad credit by living in Airbnb, watch that video right here. Alright, deuces.
3 a.m. and you still want a nigga to slide on you. Lucky I ride for you. I'ma hit up your line when I start up the drive for you. Wouldn't want to waste my time, but you know that I vibe with you. You don't even care that the sun down. You just wanna creep through the lights. You just wanna know